Not Your Normal with a K. I'm Yakini, or you can call me Yaya.
I'm Tamika. You can definitely call me Tamika.
And what's up? This is Tan.
And today we have two guests. They are both artists. One goes by 3, the other Quay Beats. They recently just released an album, and I had to listen, and it is dope, okay? Both of these artists are under 25. I won't say their age, but that lets you know that they're young and very, I would say, comfortable in your all's lane, right?
Yes.
So, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk
Very
about
glad
this
to be here.
project.
It's good
Oh,
to have you.
we're glad you're here.
Yes, we are.
Great opportunity. Sure.
Well, thanks for visiting. So, what's the name of this album? Let's start there.
Well, who are y'all? Who are y'all? Like that's kind of what
That's
we
more
want.
important.
Yeah, we want to know who they are. You know.
Well, I am 3. My given name is Deanna Jatasha Freeman, but I go by 3.
All right.
And I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm
All right.
here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm excited.
Awesome.
And I'm excited. And I'm grateful for this opportunity. This is dope. This is my first interview. I'm like, lights, camera, action. I'm like, this is where I need to be more often.
Yay, we popped your cherry.
Yeah, so we're young, so we don't want to, get in any trouble. With that,
No, you're older.
Older.
Now. You're legal.
Dang.
And you under 25, but over
Right.
20, okay? So wait,
So
how did you come up with 3 though? I
Okay.
heard you have 3 names. Is that significant?
No.
Okay.
That's funny, though. 3 comes from a friend. His name is Akeem Bola. And I was skateboarding. And I was doing a move that I really wasn't ready for. This was my first day at the skate park with my brand new skateboard. And I should have been where the kids were, but I wasn't. I was very determined, as I am, to go off this ramp that I never went off before. And I think I fell 3 times very hard. Very, very hard. I fell the first time and I did it again because I'm going to do this right, Everybody was watching. I had somebody recorded. So I did it again. It wasn't, at this point, like my friend who was sitting, and Diane was my friend, she was sitting to the side. At this point now, she's like walking up to me. I think she was concerned.
Like,
So
she
then,
probably got a concussion right now. Let me go help this brain dead child get home.
Goodness.
So I proceeded to do it again. Then I was like, okay, I'm like, no, y'all, I was feeling like I had bruised my side really bad, and I did. But me and pain and my tolerance with pain is just like different, so I was able to like endure. But anyway, I got home and then finally like seen my bruise, and it was horrible. Like it was sweating itself. Like I really messed myself up. And in the process of it healing, my friend Akeem Bola came to visit me, and there was a number 3 in my bruise.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so I guess he had been seeing 3s all day. So he's seen this 3 on the side of my leg and
Did you
started
see
freaking
it?
out. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's a good question. Did you see the 3 or was he just seeing the
I just told you it's a 3. Now you think it's a 3. All the time it was a 4.
Dang, I chose the wrong.
Right.
We're around here with the wrong number.
Don't listen to her.
Right. So he saw the
saw
3s.
it. And he was just like, I'm calling you 3 from now on. And then I was like, I like 3. And I was kind of going between like an artist name anyway, because I just started like, made it in my mind like, I'm a rap now, I'm like, I need a name. And so I was like, I'm gonna call you 3. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's almost as if it was given to me in a bigger scheme of things because
Right.
I was looking for it anyway.
Like it almost manifests itself
Yes.
in what you were trying to come to fruition in your
Yes.
rap career. So
Yes.
that's dope.
They say 3rd time's a charm.
Right.
And it's cool because everybody I meet relates to it in some type of way. It's like, I met somebody the other day, it was like, my birthday's on the 3rd, or I met this girl, she got 333 tatted on her, and it's just like, people that I come in contact with, they be like, resonating with it, and it's
Triangles.
it's all
They says
there.
triangles are the strongest shape or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the meaning is unfolding to me as I go about my life every day.
Gotcha. Okay. And then we have
We have Quay,
Quay
Beats.
Beats.
Quay Beats, also known as Quayku or Quay, either one. Producer, audio engineer, live sound engineer, anything really dealing with audio I can work with.
Awesome.
You know, appreciate you all for having me.
Thank you for
I'm
being
the-
here.
Our other artists on the Bonfire Volume 1
Yes.
project, and
That's the name of it.
yes, Bonfire Volume 1, Volume 1. Okay,
Volume 1.
just letting y'all know. All right.
down here, Bonfire
Hey.
Volume 1.
Volume 1. So, we've been working on music probably since like 20.
Since we met,
Yeah, since we met, which was like late 2019. I feel like.
Oh my
somewhere around
gosh.
then. Like,
The time thing is killing me because I'm thinking, they're like,
Yeah,
man, it was a
even
long
me.
time.
no, bro,
I'm like,
it was-
2009, what?
Well, that
But
is
2020
20.
felt like several years in one.
He said
So I give you that.
2019. Okay, so yesterday,
No, this is a lot of things, bro. Bro, 2019. That really feels like a long time ago. It's crazy to think that, but yeah, we just been recording ever since. And one day I just had like, sometimes when I do my stretches in the morning, I get like visions and just things to say to people. And I was like, 3, we are doing this project on March 30th, and it is the 3rd day of the week.
yes.
It is March 30th, 2021, which is, if you add all those digits up, it's
Equal
3. 3 all equals 3. So it's like 3, 3, 3. I was like, bro, we doing this. Like, we are doing this. You know what I'm saying? And this was like in January. I probably could pull up the text. I could probably pull
We
up
want
the
the
text.
We
evidence.
believe
It was
you.
like
We believe
somewhere,
it.
bro. I think it was like in January or something like that. And we already had like maybe 8, maybe
No,
10.
That's
You know,
cap.
like,
We didn't have 10 songs.
No, we had a lot of songs though.
We had like 4.
Oh, dang.
Wait, by
Nigga, we just be
January?
working.
No, like already.
Okay, finished songs. I can say that. But
that
we
we
had,
that we
like,
did before he brought the project up.
Okay. And how many made the album? How many do we have total?
We have we have 12 total.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So between January and March 30th, we recorded we finished the project.
So 12 comes to 3 too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's a
look,
numerology.
And look, the project is 30 minutes and 59 seconds on audience only, but on Apple Music and all platforms, it's like 29 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because it only has the 11th song.
Yeah.
But on this other platform called Audience Music, y'all should definitely check it out. It's coming. I will talk more about that later. But it has 12 songs on there. We put 1 bonus song on there. So. y'all
So
should-
what category
check
would
that
you
out.
got, if you could give yourselves a category with the music, where do you think you would fall? What would be your,
I would definitely
Lane or
say like
genre.
hip hop.
okay,
You know, I would say I'm building on top of what my ancestors have built. You know, I would say hip hop. I love hip hop.
but hip hop has different sounds now.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, like when
Be
you
more
say
specific.
hip hop, yeah, it could sound like Run DMC, it could
Yeah.
sound like Meg Thee Stallion, it could sound like, where are you guys with that?
Well, then I would have to create something.
Okay.
I listen to it. I would call it woke hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing?
Is that it?
I
Can,
like
I
Honestly,
mean,
you really can't call it anything, to be honest. Like, there is no word for this. Is the new wave. That's really all I can really say about this. This is like what is about to, like, this is what she said was built on from our ancestors and the previous people before me. I've been inspired. We have been inspired by all the people that have been out
like
recently.
who? Who
Like,
were some of your?
My biggest inspirations when it comes to producing, Kanye West, but early, like Michael Jackson, Bob Marley. But like just with specific producing, I'll say Kanye West, people like Metro Boomin, people like Timbaland, Pharrell a little bit. But those are like the top 3 people. Like,
Okay.
And London on the track. I'll say London. If you ever listen to Rich Kids, like all them back then, that was London on the track. That's how he came up. Now he's doing stuff for Birdman, Thug, Lil Wayne, everybody.
Right.
Like, everybody in the game. So
What
For
about
real.
you? Who are your? Yeah. Who are your inspirations?
Inspirations.
Role models.
Or just, you
Or-
know.
I would say, okay, my faves. I would just say my faves. That'd be my language. My favorite, I love J. Cole. I love
Okay.
Lil Wayne. I love Lauryn Hill. And that's what I say, my favorites.
So, like, okay, when you first decided to, before you even decide you want to do it, there, you know, you're listening to some type of music, you're able to, you know, flow whatever. What was that for you that made you kind of like, you know, I'm a rapper. I got this.
What was like I'm a rapper? Well, I gotta take you back. So I would have to take you back
Press
to
rewind.
Time machine, time machine.
I would have to take you back to high school. And that's when I
Like,
started.
what, 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
About last year.
You know,
Well, give us an era because that way
high school
your
was like,
you know, the people can relate. They know, like,
high
okay,
school was like
2000.
2013, 14.
Okay, yeah.
That was like high
So
school.
I'm trying to think
Yeah.
what music was hot 2013, 14.
Really, the same music now. Drake was still hot.
Okay, so it was a Drake
honestly.
era. Okay,
Like, people
I
like
get
Drake and J.
Chris
Cole.
Brown,
Yeah, Chris Brown. He
um,
was kind of dealing with the case thing.
Rihanna,
with
but still the
Rihanna,
music though.
he
When
was
you think
still
about the
I love
doing
Chris
music,
his
Brown.
thing. He's
I
gotten
think
better, bigger now, kind of. I don't know, but yeah, it was really people like Drake though. Like he was still running
Drake's
the game.
hard,
Like honestly, he's just running the game.
so
He's-
Drake was
He's a
an
poet.
inspiration.
Would you call
Yes.
yourself a poet?
Yes.
I would too. And your music is very conscious. I know you don't want to give it a label,
Yeah.
but you're not singing about,
Facts. Yeah.
you know, get this money. Well, you did have a
Yeah.
get money song.
Yeah.
But
You
you,
had
didn't
one-
tell
that
us
one
to
song,
whore
you
out
said
to
money,
do
and
it.
that-
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I did appreciate the content
Mhm.
because I haven't been listening to a lot of music that makes me listen to the lyrics. And I think that's one of the things that I enjoy about the artists that you listed because they make you listen.
Yeah.
And I did have to listen. And I was like, damn, she's snapping. She's
Mm-hmm.
talking about mental health, self-love, getting your paper, but
Yeah.
not depending on other people to get it, having your own hustle. So I just really appreciate it. You talking about ancestors,
Yeah.
lighting your candles, you know, and your worship is deeper than your
Yeah.
religion.
Yeah.
I appreciated it, especially I'm like, she's so wise to be so young. That's why I kind of wanted to know what your inspirations were, just because you're so ahead of your time.
Yes. And it's really like life. That really like is the way I am because I get that a lot from people who are older than me, that like I'm ahead of my time from where I am, but I really owe it all to my story. You know,
But I would rather say you're right on time.
right on time.
You're right on
I
time.
like that, right on time.
That's good.
Right on time. Yes.
Go with that.
I like that. So writing for me started definitely in high school. My teacher, English teacher, gave me an assignment to write a poem about my name, and I did. And I was like, "This is good." Like,
I enjoy that.
I think I'm good at this. And so I shaded that.
Shout out to
moment.
that teacher.
Shout out to. I should know her name. You know?
Ah, here
It's
we get a
okay.
Shout out.
It's okay.
Shout out. And
What high school?
School.
Rich South. Rich South.
All right.
The Rich South Stars.
Right-
I love
writing
all
teacher.
my
Y'all were
stars.
stars?
Yes.
Come on, it's destiny.
The Rich South Stars. And yeah, and I was like, I'm good at this. So at first, writing poetry was like my outlet just growing up. And then I started like performing my poems. And so I just really started like rapping on a track, on a beat. And it was difficult because silence was my friend. I could do anything. I could go as fast as I want, slow down, raise up, get bucked, pause, keep going. It was fun, but like on a tempo, I'm like, whoa, I gotta.
Well, it's funny that you would say
You
that.
got time.
That's real.
So fly.
It's funny you would say that because that was my impression when I listened to the songs. It had a very spoken word vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. That's cool that like you can hear that. That's dope.
Yeah.
You always get something different from music. Each person gets something different.
So where were you performing your poetry though?
At school,
Okay. It was just like a
the school found out I was good, and then I was in
Oh,
programs.
I love it.
Now this is high school in Chicago, so
Yeah.
Right.
it's, you know,
There was
the vibe there might be is different.
It was had a lot of money in the programs for like arts.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was in the band. I was drum major in high school. I
Take
played
advantage of it,
baritone,
that's right.
and so I was like for real like a star pupil. I graduated number 5 out of a class of 300 students. I loved my high school. It was fun,
That's
and so
good.
that's where I started writing.
Education.
For real.
That's right.
So
Love
how
it.
do you-
South suburbs of Chicago.
There you go.
Okay, represent. I wanted to know, how do you get your music out now? Like, where are you performing? How does it work, especially with the pandemic?
Streaming, like how are you getting your music out? What?
Or do you think it's easier
Honestly,
because of social media?
I feel like more music is being dropped during the pandemic than before.
Okay, because people are home listening.
People are home recording. People are home make home studios have not stopped. Like people are still recording. Yes, shows have stopped, but that doesn't mean people can't listen to music because they be in the house making TikToks, doing all that crazy stuff. So people are still recording to feed
being
them.
creative.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, there are plenty of platforms to release music. Like there's DistroKid, there's TuneCore, there's
How do
SoundCloud.
you do that? How do
There's-
you release, you know, how do you get your
Okay.
music?
Are you paying like?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With services like DistroKid and TuneCore, you pay for that. So you pay to have your music uploaded on there, and it goes to all the platforms, and you'll receive royalties from those. You know what I'm saying? From your streams.
Right.
You can
So
look up
anybody
the
can
prices.
pay.
Anybody can pay and do this.
I'm about to drop
See
it
that?
down.
Exactly.
They need talent first.
Yeah.
They need the talent first.
No, she said you don't have to be talented.
So you just gonna drop an album of what? What you got?
Not your normal shit.
Nothing to say.
I'm ready. I'm kind of like on some Easter egg. I'll be in the mirror sometime. But
No.
man, that was dope.
Yo, just gotta record it, bro, on your
Yes.
phone
How
or
much did
something,
you make?
bro.
How much did you
Literally, and
make?
That's it.
$5.99.
Yeah. Hey man,
Okay. Well,
I know. You can look up the
I
rates for the
support it.
streaming
When you
though.
put it out,
I
let me know.
appreciate
I'll
that.
listen to it.
That'll be
Yeah,
that
do
99
it,
cents
do it,
that you
though.
receive.
It just take one song.
Why she go
It just take
viral?
one,
Right.
exactly. It's just
I'll
take one
listen
for
to
it.
it.
You can do it.
Look at you
Now I got to
believe in
make
you.
it fun. Y'all, let's do a
Quay is
collab.
such a good person.
He's
He's
so
like,
happy.
You can do it. You can do it.
So encouraging.
Oh yeah, I got you on the beats, man. Got you on the beats.
I know you
You know
do.
what I'm saying? We actually been working
You
already.
gonna be a feature?
Yeah.
Like,
You know she sings too.
that's a
We're
shame.
not supposed to talk about it, but
Well,
she is a hummingbird.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
But-
beautiful. A hummingbird. That's
Yay.
a great compliment.
So now, okay, you're the streaming business and how music is coming out. You're more exposed. Your people are able to see you and hear you more. What are you finding that's like the highlights of this new music world and some of the downfalls? Like, what are some things that is like a struggle because of the way things are distributed and are out there?
Well, when it comes to like putting my music out, I really my motto is if it's good, people gonna share it.
Okay.
Like that's with anything in life. If
So
it's
let the
something
art
that's
sell
really
itself.
if this is really good, I gotta tell somebody about this. Like, girl, you gotta see this. You gotta taste this, be around this. This is what it is. And so for me, I'm just like, I want to be my most authentic self unapologetically and make music that I enjoy, and I'm gonna put that out, and it's good, and people gonna want to hear it.
And represents your ancestors, like you said too,
Yeah.
because you're making timeless,
Yes.
something that's timeless.
So I don't want to like get too, I'm definitely doing marketing and performing and posting on social media, but I don't want to get too lost into that. And
You want to be the artist.
yeah,
Right.
That's why artists need teams. So you can just
You
do
Yeah.
your thing.
That's the thing.
that's what I'm just.
This is a
God.
collaborative effort.
Guys
you
don't
know
drag
what I'm
me into
saying? From
Yeah, the team
everything
is-
we did.
is already in the
like,
works.
The team is already in place.
Oof.
Like literally, the team is here. We don't need to expand. Like we need to just connect,
Hone in.
and hone in.
Connect.
Like
I
you know what
agree.
I'm saying? Like we just need to,
I agree,
right?
yeah.
So, like we just had a release party for the event, and shout out all the people who helped. Indira,
Yes.
Nasty Lemonade,
Yes.
just
what's
everybody who. Oh, Nasty Lemonade is a great business,
Great.
a great company.
It's a drink.
It's a
Yes.
drink and it's amazing.
Infused.
It's
We need to get them
infused.
on the show.
I want
It's
some.
infused, but it's with Delta 8. It's not with regular THC. It's like the CBD, the THC from CBD.
Okay.
It's like that, like
I don't know if I
yeah.
So you don't
But
do
it's
anything?
it's nah. You ain't don't expect to be like. It's like a more clean high.
It's gonna help
You
my
know what I'm
muscles.
saying? Like,
Oh,
bro, it's a lemonade. Don't
No,
be
I'm just
expecting to be.
playing.
This is a great drink. I'm telling you, when we
No, it's
popped those
delicious.
off, the whole party was like just lit. Like I'm saying, just talking lively. Everybody just dapping up, just like out of nowhere. Like everybody just at one point was like, "Let's drink some lemonade," and we all just did it, bruh.
Y'all
Like,
did the commercial.
bruh,
It
and
was
this,
amazing. It's delicious.
everybody was just having a good time. Like this is how it should be. And it was just the beginning. So just show like the fact that this project coming together, this release party, just shows what you can do with collaborative energy and how it can just multiply and build and become a really impactful experience. And how you just stay consistent with that. It's gonna snowball. It's just gonna snowball
Keep
each
the
time.
snowball
Like
rolling.
for real. And honestly, you're really not doing this for yourself. You're doing this for your community. You know,
awesome. Yeah.
like really,
That's
you
dope.
don't get your feelings out of it. Honestly, like when you don't want to do it, that's really how the best way to think about it. Like this is not for you. I'm not saying like fuck your ego or all of that shit. Like I respect the ego, but just like your feelings got to be like just you got to be mindful of them, or just more observant, and just not just running off that when you know what I'm saying. This is bigger than just me and you. Like it's for the
Saying, like,
next
sometimes
generation.
You won't feel like performing, but you're gonna bless somebody just by
Yes.
forcing yourself to get on
If
the
I
stage.
committed to doing this, to making this happen, to manifesting this, I am like, or just supporting this, whatever it is, I'm gonna really do it and not just like not be half-assed with it. Like
Yeah.
really go hard. Like
Have you had to
Show
make a
my-
lot of sacrifices?
honestly, you do have to like really put in the work and just commit, but like you also gotta be selective of what you put your time into. Like you have to be observant of that. But I feel like you're gonna attract the right things if you put your time and energy into the right sources. Like you're just gonna attract more blessings and
It's true.
opportunities and just resources and whatnot. And it's just gonna, like I said, keep
Yeah,
manifesting,
multiply,
snowballing,
right.
multiplying. So,
So what comes first, the beat or the lyrics, or it's just interchangeable?
What,
kinda-
what,
well,
what came first? Well,
a lot of times the beat,
The
but
beat,
sometimes it's. I think a couple times it might have been the lyrics.
majority for this project, it was
But-
the beat.
Okay, okay,
When like in me writing,
right.
it was once, yep. It was one song that I was writing to another beat, and then I would play one of your beats, and I was like, oh yeah, this is where it goes.
this one.
This is where it goes. It was Roger.
Ooh, not right. That's the first song on the
Yeah,
project.
it was Roger.
Y'all gotta go listen.
Go
to Roger.
listen. Bonfire Volume
album.
1
Yes.
on all platforms. Oh my gosh, straight heat. Like, at your favorite rapper, straight heat. At them, tell them. Straight heat.
So how do you memorize? That's a lot of lyrics. Cause
You create it.
It's yours. So when you write it, it just doesn't go away.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is
Okay.
real. That is
I'm
real.
a writer too, so I know how that is.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
just stick with you.
I
Once
know.
they're there, they're there.
You do gotta exercise them.
Yeah, but it's still there. It's still there.
But yeah.
Do you write them down?
Yes, my writing process happens on paper and in my phone. I like writing, like pen and paper, notebook, but on the go, I just be on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I freestyled maybe one song, but I still came with notes. But I'm a writer.
Okay. So like, would you battle rap?
Ooh.
You know what?
Ooh.
You know what? I would. Am I ready? Am I ready to right now? I would say I am.
Well, all right then.
All right.
Let's get it.
We're gonna host a battle,
Right.
not your normal
But wait,
production.
hold up. But you
okay.
also said that you also do gospel rap,
Yes.
and that you enjoy gospel rap.
Yes.
Now I would be in for a gospel rap battle.
Okay.
Shoot.
Whoa.
Right? Listen.
Did she say praise?
She did.
Whoa.
No, they come out with a different heat, bro.
I'm just
Whoa.
what
No,
I'm
they
saying.
really.
Rappers come out with a
That's
different heat.
That's what I'm saying.
They come in
And
with a
it's
different heat.
clean, right?
very true.
That actually would be pretty.
Jeez.
Excuse me.
They ready. You said gospel rap, they ready. They come.
That's what I'm saying. I believe it. That would probably be more intense than any other battle.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I've never even thought of that.
What would
great,
they
honestly.
like? Cause you gotta know scripture.
Carry Moses on
You know scripture?
You gotta
Yeah.
know. And butter metaphors and punchlines and all that to go with it.
Stories.
Like,
You have a bunch of stories. Come
You have-
on now.
You know scriptures.
The
Or-
content
period.
would be
You know scriptures.
crazy.
That's the thing.
What?
That content would be ridiculous.
That's amazing.
that's all you really gotta do if you wanna be a rapper. Just read books
Yeah, yeah.
and you'll just learn stories and.
Not
and
only that, I
things
feel
that, and
like
you'll be
If
nice.
you use the Bible, not if whatever you believe, Quran, whatever. If you use those spiritual texts to create, you could create movies, music,
We've seen it all.
everything just from that in itself. Like there's so much in there. So that's why I'm like, that would be.
Oh, like the Lil Nas X video?
Oh, I haven't.
Hey,
watched
I haven't
it.
watched. I haven't really put my
I have
energy
not
towards
watched
it
it. I
either.
don't
It's quite
even know.
biblical.
But,
I don't know
Look at
anything
it.
about it.
It's interesting.
I just saw the devil
I'm
shoe
not
and I was
ready
like,
to discuss that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
wow.
that guy.
That was
I'm gonna watch it.
but still, it's the same
Yes,
thing as
quite a few
someone.
biblical references.
Yeah.
from
It's
a
music.
dark
It's his music.
perspective. But dark is with the light. So
Exactly.
And
they
it's
didn't,
open
they didn't
for
like Thriller when Michael
interpretation.
Jackson came out with it.
With the dead people coming, I mean,
They was like, hold on, Mike, what are you doing?
but they just,
Yeah.
it was a movie.
You know.
He experienced
Yesterday.
She's an old
He
soul.
experienced the whole
Oh,
little
that's right.
internal
She is the old
self-identity
soul.
thing. He had a moment with that.
Yeah.
When
I
he put
believe
out
it. It
Thriller
was
and
scary
people
for
was like,
kids.
It was. I was
What is
scared of
this?
it.
Yeah, it was
was
scary for
scared.
children.
good
But
though.
Thriller is
Scary.
But we can look back
But the
at
song
it
was
and
dope.
say it was good. But when we were like, that was a scary video to watch.
It
To
was.
see
The
Michael
music
Jackson's
was
face.
scary, too.
Yeah, I was like, bro.
And
what
the
you doing?
end, when he turns around, like, you remember that part? That was scary. Like, oh, Michael is
You
really
wait for it now, though.
right. You're like, Michael was a damn living dead nigga.
So So I was gonna say, I know you all. I heard you say you're for the community, and a lot of times it does feel like you're doing community service. I can relate. Doing hair, sometimes I know I'm doing it for the love
Yeah.
and not for the money.
Yeah.
Yet at the same time, you need the money
Yeah.
to keep the love going, right? So how do you all earn money? I know you're really into cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
If you want to touch on that a little bit, I don't know if
Okay.
you use those funds to fund this project.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're probably using everything at this
Yeah.
point. But yeah, so how do you do that? Do you have your own? Is this a shirt?
Yes. So
Okay, because I want one.
I have my own t-shirt company called Jatasha 1998, and fashion and clothes is one thing that I love. Like I love painting on my clothes and painting on my shoes, and
I peeped that too.
I love all of it. I love all of it. And so Jatasha represents me on my art on my back and what I feel on my chest and pain on my shirt. It's just I just put everything on it, in it. And those who like it like it. And so that's what I'm working on right now. So this shirt is definitely one of them. One of my blah moments that I be having.
Fuck a non-believer.
Fuck a non-believer. And that's what anything like you stand in, you know? Whatever you your zone in, your belief, your values. It's fuck a non-believer.
So I was looking at your album cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Oh, go
need
ahead.
to finish the cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah, did
keep
you want to
going.
go into it?
I mean, cryptocurrencies are, you were talking about how we as artists and musicians, balance the love of making music and still earning enough to pay bills and whatnot. You know, I can speak for myself. We just have a bunch of side hustles, really. That's how I like to think about it. Just whatever we can get our hands on that, you know, that is worth our time, really. And what I do like to do when it comes to working within my community, I like to barter services. So if you are a videographer and you are able to do some work with me, I record you, we do something, say anything. Like if you have some equipment you're willing to let me use, and you know what I'm saying, we could do something like that. It's so many ways. Like I love working within my community and just like figuring out ways where it's, because money and just like things like I don't know, I think contracts are safe. Like you definitely need to protect yourself, but like when you pull that out with somebody before you build the relationship, it just feels like you've already said, I don't trust you. And like if you're trying to build a relationship, why are you just telling them from the jump, like, I don't trust you? Don't you build relationships to gain people's trust and to make real bonds and connections? Like, you already just
Yeah,
from
you're
the
gonna
gate.
need a manager too.
Unless-
I feel that, but
No,
I'm not
the-
trying to just connect with anybody. I'm not just trying to
But
do this with
don't look at
anybody.
the contract
This
solely
isn't-
in that way, because
I
all
feel
it
that.
is a way to be clear.
I'm not against contracts.
Okay.
I'm just saying from day one. That's my thing.
Well,
Like,
the contract
really
may
just-
not even have anything to do with you. It's just they've
Yeah.
already learned the relationships that they've dealt with. This is kind of who they are, and the contract is basically telling you
Yeah,
who I am, and then you have that decision to be like,
Right,
you
right.
know, or
you do.
give me
You
some
can definitely
time.
respect it, but it's just, I just like to work with people I just genuinely have real history with and real
Right.
relationships with. Like,
Your
I don't
network.
just like
your-
that. Yeah, like I don't like trying to build up and grab people. Like I could be chasing the biggest rapper in Atlanta, like to get him beats or whatever, but like the dude across the street from me has been writing, has pages of notebooks, like
Love
of
it.
music, and I'm just, and we could work at his house, like whenever for free. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And build that fire.
and build
music.
that, like
Right.
really,
That's-
like what, and then what happens when they, you know what I'm saying, replace you with someone else, another producer or
Yeah.
another, and like,
They
and,
can't
and-
replace
and
you.
then what happens when that dude finds somebody else and really goes, he realized that, like, you know, so that's what I like. I like playing multiple seeds instead of just putting all my eggs in just one big person, just like, oh, I'm about to do this, like work with, you know, like.
So you want the freedom to play.
yes.
And create.
I'm
different
willing to make
things.
these investments because everything is just really at risk. And like that's what I can say about cryptocurrency. I'm about to get into that. It's when it comes to cryptocurrency and things like investing in stocks, they're all just risk, and the bigger the risk, I feel like the potential for a greater reward, or the potential for a greater loss. Honestly, it's like there are things like with stocks are things like options. You know, the things just like they're just regular investing. You know, but I don't really mess that much with stocks. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, which are the two biggest cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin was first, and basically it's a decentralized platform that allows for money transactions to be circulated on an open ledger, meaning that everybody can see what is sent to what. They don't know who that is because it's just an address. It's just some numbers, a code. Like it's 21 numbers. You know what I'm saying? And then like you sent it's some boom to boom. But it's like banks don't do that. Like we don't know we
don't
can't
know.
see all the money that's circulated like on this.
Oh, so
Like
it's more like behind the curtain.
yeah, you're
With,
peeling the
finance.
curtain. Like and the other thing about it is banks move our money every night.
Of course.
You know
That's
what I'm
why
saying?
you can't get it.
That's why you can't get it at certain times. You know what I'm saying? They move our money every night. If I have a Bitcoin wallet, somebody sends me some Bitcoin or some Ethereum, nobody's moving that. It's like you have your own bank. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it only took, how long? When was it invented? Like 2008? That's when Bitcoin was invented? What are we in? That's 18, that's 10 years. It's like 13 some years. Like, that's how long it took for people to realize, like, oh, wow.
You
like,
can be in control.
I can
of
be
your
in
money.
control, yes, and nobody can mess with it. Like, and it can appreciate. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is still very young with this, but when it comes to investments, any type of investments, don't invest what you're not willing to lose.
Right.
Don't invest what you're not willing to lose. But just remember, the bigger the risk, the greater the reward. I've seen some crazy crypto plays that I could have done, but I was just didn't want to take the risk. And I was like, oh, that would have worked if I took the risk, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you just have to be willing. Just have to be willing to take the chance. So Bitcoin, if you really want to get into it, Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what I suggest people to look.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin and Ethereum.
So tell
Research
everybody
those.
where they can find your music, where they can get to you, access you, and
See you, or
see
any
you,
performances
hear
coming
you, all
up.
that stuff. Let everybody know where you are.
Well, I have 2 pages on Instagram. 3 really, a lot, many. But the first one you can follow is Everything Deezy. Deezy is spelled D-E-E-Z-Y. Deezy is an acronym. It stands for Daily Elevation Eliminates Zombie You.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that was the original, like, my name is Deanna. I was like, DZ. Then I heard 3, and I'm like, nah, 3. But Everything DZ is my heart. And that's going to turn and blossom into something separate. But my clothing line is Jatasha.1998. That's JATASHA.1998. And that's all I got.
Okay.
Now.
Dope.
Where can we find Quay Beats?
So Quay Beats, I'm on Instagram at PRODKWA Beats on Instagram. Y'all check me out. If you need studio time, if you need beats, let me know. And yeah, willing to work. So I'm just happy to be here. I appreciate y'all a lot. Thank y'all for supporting the project.
Thank you for
It
being
really
here.
means
Right.
Definitely.
a lot for real. Yeah.
And this is another episode of
Not Your Normal
with a K.
I love it.